Well, they hit some threes late, but they're a good team. They got guys can make shots. I was really happy. I thought Darren Savino did a great job preparing our team tonight. Offensively, for their physicality, trying to draw fouls was definitely the game plan against their man-to-man. He's an excellent coach. I'm lucky to have him. He did an excellent job. The guys really did a great job with his game plan against Drew McDonald, giving him as many different looks as we can, because he's just so he never is 3 for 15. I don't know if anybody's here from Northern, but I'd be shocked if he's ever had that field goal percentage in his career. My respect for John and his program is off the charts high, and I think they're going to win their league and probably make the NCAA tournament, and I'll be rooting for them every step of the way. So I was really, really happy with the way this. I did not expect to look up and be up the way we were up most of the game. That's how good I think their team is, and how good of a job John does.
In your career as a head coach, Mick, has it gotten easier or harder for mid-majors to compete consistently with high majors?
I don't think it's ever been easy.
Yeah.
Trying to give you a real answer, what would be, in basketball, we don't deal with the schism of the Power Five the way they do in football. So, and there's guys that go overlooked in basketball. Guys like Corey Blunt was 6 foot coming out of high school. He goes to JUCO, he's 6'10". That stuff really doesn't happen in football. So, I still think, the other thing is at the mid-majors, you can get, your best player doesn't leave.
Doesn't
go into the NBA, usually.
Yeah.
Now, it's happened. It's happened at my old school, Murray State. Actually, it's going to happen to them again. They get a sophomore, so I guess is going to go in the first round. But usually at a mid-major, your best players stay. And they've had some great teams because they've been able to have continuity. That would be the biggest, the advantage of the mid-major. Usually, you can get an older team that you would have over some high major teams. They're the unusual mid in that they have size. Most mids don't have the size. They don't have 7-footer off the bench. Usually, your best player at that level are guards.
Mm-hmm.
But what they've done at Northern in a short period of time since going D1, first, hiring John was a huge move for them. I don't know how long he'll be there. That's how much I think of it.
The offensive glass for you guys in the first half, you feel like that made a difference?
Yes, huge. When you don't turn the ball over, you can get a rebound. Turn it over at UNLV, it's hard to rebound the ball. It takes away one of the best things we do. So you only have 4 turnovers. You get shots on the goal. You got a chance to rebound them. Then you got a chance. Then they have to block you out, which created fouls for them. So you run good offense. We worked on being a lot. Obviously, we had to rest Sunday. So we only had 1 day. That's why I thought Darren did such a great job with the guys with the prep. But we got to continue to get strong with the ball. Without Gary, Jake, and Kyle, just guys are out there. You can't turn the ball over and be a good team. You just can't. If I've learned anything in my time, you go back to, we've been on a run 8 straight tournaments. What changed when we got better is you cannot turn the ball over. That's the number one. If you look at teams that win, you cannot turn the ball over.
That seems to be what drives you the craziest on the sideline, too.
You just can't win that way. You're going to lose. You play, obviously at Northern, they missed some open shots tonight. That's why it evened out late, because they made some hard ones, but they missed some open ones. You got to try to prepare as a coach to beat the best team on your schedule, on the road. There's only one way to do that. Go to Wichita State last year and not turn the ball over. I know we had single digits. I can't remember what it was. I think it was
6 or 7.
6 or 7.
Trey Scott gave your dad a pretty high compliment on his free throw tutelage.
About time he earned something. He hasn't bought a meal in 10 years.
I was going to say, does he want a raise now?
Yeah.
That's a pretty good night from the line.
He sits over there and he yells at him if his elbow's not above his eye. Of course, my dad didn't realize the 70,000 videos I've shown Trey at the same thing, but we'll give Pops the credit. You know, Trey's a great kid. When he plays well, guys, I couldn't be happier for a human being. He's a great ambassador for our university, not just our program. Tremendous kid.
You talked about a text.
Can't believe he missed a free throw, though. I'm going to run him Thursday.
You talked about a text message he sent you to never let up on coaching him.
No, he means it. Jaron sends me to say, you know, the kids, you know, they see, you know, our guys, they understand our way. I mean, it's just, you know, we're emotional. We play hard. We're you know, my goal is to get these guys. I know what all my guys want. I know what they all want with their career. So my job is to try to get them there. I don't want them to be 29 years old and say, hey, coach, you know, you let me party. You never said anything to me about my dedication. You didn't, you know, you didn't coach me as hard as that's the last thing I would ever want a player to say.
Mick, can you talk a little bit about your perimeter defense? I know Northern hit some three-point shots down the stretch, but was that a big?
Early
big
was
impact?
that's why we got the lead on them. But we tried to do two things early: disrupt them so they couldn't just get Drew the ball wherever they wanted to get it to him, and then take away as many threes as we could. So that we did a pretty good job of that for the bulk of the game. That's the key. You know, they come in making 10 threes a game. And the three-point shot, talk about mid-majors, is a great equalizer. You know, most mid-majors that beat high majors, they make a lot of threes when they do beat them.
It seemed like the one guy from Northern that really kind of made the thing was Jalen Tate. Kind of had a pretty good game. What were your thoughts on his play?
Well, I'm rooting for him. I recruited his dad. I just got a chance to talk to Jermaine outside. He was a great player for us here at Cincinnati. I think he's fighting through an injury. He's got a groin injury. He's an excellent passer. He's really good off the dribble. You know, and the stronger he gets, obviously that probably why he ended up at mid-major level was his body. And you know, if he could ever get to the point where he's as strong as our guys physically, he's got real talent.
You've talked a lot about the season being a process. Where do you think this team is at in that process as you get ready for three, big-name games?
Yeah, I just try to get ready for one at a time. I'm not a good enough coach to get ready for three. You know, the process is guys improving and then learning to be consistent. The difference between young players and veterans is consistency. So I talked to Gary, called me the other night. He's down, he's a coach, I'm not playing good, this and that. I said, well, you're not supposed to. You're a rookie. You never used to playing 82 games. You know, you got to grind through it. Just worry about defense, they'll play you. I've seen your team. You know, and that's what you try to do. But consistency, you know, getting to the point where you can have less mistakes, execute better, know your offense better, know what you're looking for better. So there's just a million things. I think, you know, we're fighting through it. The other thing you have to do is build your toughness as time goes on, because it gets, you know, it's like you said, when competition changes, it's a lot tougher to get a rebound. It's going to be a lot tougher to get a rebound Saturday than it was today. I think we came into halftime way on the glass, right? I think it's going to be a lot harder to get a rebound.
72% offensive rebound rate.
But it was, I'm going to tell you, UNLV is as big and as strong a team as we play all. We got out-rebounded. We got out-rebounded in the second half tonight, too, because we were worried about leaking out for points instead of getting a loose ball. We had some great block shots, but everybody's running the other way, trying to get on the highlight film. So, I mean, we're progressing. We still got to get better. But I think everybody does.
I feel like it's another chance to get Jaron some rest at the end there.
Yeah, he's going to play a lot of minutes all year. Any chance I get to rest him in game minutes, I'm going to do it. And it's not just that he's out there. His usage is high. That's a new term for you. I read that. You guys all use it. Usage. It's a new analytical term. His usage rate is very high. So, you know, other guys are out there the same minutes, but their usage isn't as high.
How do you think Cumberland bounced back from Saturday's game?
He was hard on. He was down on himself. I told him, you know, UNLV did a great job taking him out of the game. It's a two-way street. I got to make sure I don't let opponents just eliminate him from us offensively, unless he's just going to get 10 assists, because then he's got to do a better job with moving without the ball and getting fouled, like he did in the Ole Miss game. So instead of, like, even tonight, he's got to jump stop and get fouled. He's taking running one-footers. The NBA guys can't make some of those shots. So, you know, he's still not as good as, I think, we got a lot of guys can improve. So I think we've improved. I think, you know, even Jaron can improve. You know, it's a different position being the go-to guy and having the scouting report every game. People trying to double you and stop you and be physical with you. I want him on the foul line more, like he did in the Ole Miss game. I thought tonight he tried to take a hit. You're not getting a call going off 1 foot. It's just, you're not getting a call. Is that it? Don't worry about Saturday, Thursday.